Hey guys, it's Dan, the retired broker. And as of now, I'm a landlord in Chicago. So I decided to rent out my condo in Chicago. I want to tell you about it and about how easy it was to rent out and why I'm leaving Chicago probably forever. So I returned to Chicago this summer and I spent the whole summer there. It was great. I had a lot of fun, saw some old friends. There's a lot to do in that city. But at the same time, there's been a huge, huge crime wave in my neighborhood. I live on the north side. I'm right next to the lake. It's an amazing, beautiful neighborhood. The street I lived on was lined or is lined with mansions and amazing condos up and down it as well. But I decided to leave. There's a ton of armed robberies and carjackings on my block and surrounding it as well. The neighborhood's still fine. There's a lot of great people that live there. It's just that crime is creeping in all throughout the entire city. Sometimes I wake up to gunshots. I woke up to a police chase in my alley. There's a lot of crime I see, and too much to want to be there with a family. There's no reason why you should be raising a family there. It's just unsafe. It really is, especially when I'm hearing gunshots at night. There's no way I'm bringing my family around that. Also, when I'm walking to the gym, I'll see people that were just robbed giving witness statements to the police. I walked back from the gym one day and I saw an old lady in front of my building. I was like, hey, what's going on? I live here. She's like, oh, I just got robbed. Some kids ran out of the car and ripped the purse off my shoulder. She still had the purse strings, though. And it's just ridiculous. And I was talking to a guy that was there too with a baby. He was pushing a baby. He's like, yeah, I'm getting out of here. And I was like, yeah, I think I am too. So that's why I'm leaving. I think crime's out of control and it's not going to get any better. Once something like this happens to a city, it's not going to improve. They're going to continue to vote in people that are weak on crime. It's over, guys. So really, Western cities as a whole, North America and Western Europe, I would never live there. Portugal might be an exception, but Spain, France, England, Germany, there's no way I'd live in any of those cities, the major cities there. So I think Western cities are done. So I decided to rent out my condo. I didn't want to sell it. It's still nice to have. It's a beautiful place. I'll put some videos up of it, and it's still in a nice neighborhood. There's things to do. You can walk to everything, but just like I said, having a family, I don't want to be there. So what I did is I had the whole thing painted, new flooring put down in the kitchen, and just some little upgrades around the place. I posted it, and with 2 hours, I had a realtor contact me. And she goes, hey, can I show it tonight? I said, sure, come on over. I'm not moved out, though. I'm not moved out yet. But she's like, it doesn't matter. I want to see the place with my tenants. This is exactly what they're looking for. 2 hours later, a young couple came over. They rented it out immediately. Within 10 minutes, they said, okay, here's our deposit. I rented it out for $2,000 a month. 2 grand even. Now, I'll definitely be cash flowing on it. My HOA, taxes, insurance, they're pretty high in this building. So I live in I lived in a building that's over 100 years old. And those old buildings, they're a little bit cheaper to buy, but the HOAs are much higher because there's so much more maintenance on those old brick buildings. But it's worth it. It's directly across from the lake. It's a beautiful place, man. I'm going to miss it. I really am. I moved to Chicago. I wasn't born there. I moved there with the intent of living there forever, raising my kids there and just staying there forever. And I'm not surprised, to be honest, but with all this crime coming and the carjackings on my own street, actually, one of my neighbors in my building got carjacked. And there's no way I'm going to put my family through that kind of stress. Even just the very small chance of that happening, it's not worth it. When you look at developed Asia, there's huge, huge mega cities with zero violent crime. Zero. And also a ton of poverty. You look at Beijing, Shanghai, really anywhere in Asia, there's a ton of poverty, but there's no violent crime. And sure, they don't have guns, but London doesn't have guns, Paris doesn't have guns. Just Google London stabbings. It'll be filled with pages of stabbings from London. Western cities are dead. I'm done with them, guys. I'm really thinking about moving back to Asia. I still have a residence permit in China. I might stay there for a while. China's a closed society unless you have a visa, which I have. I might stay there, learn some more Chinese, and then eventually move back to America or maybe Eastern Europe. Who knows? But for now, Western cities are dead. I was able to make some money off my condo, though, so I'm adding that to the portfolio. As I said before, I sold one of my duplexes, so now I have 12 rental units. And I'm going to be going over a monthly income statement from those as well, revealing how much I make from those. So now I added Chicago to the portfolio, so that'll be cash flowing for me. So a lot of good did come out of it. I really enjoyed my time in Chicago. I've had that condo for maybe going on 10 years, I'm not sure, but I've had it for a long time, and we really enjoyed ourselves in Chicago. But the time's come to an end, and now it's an investment property. So let me know your opinions below. Let me know what you think. Would you ever live in a Western city? Let me know your thoughts, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.